On this episode, Mother Nature roars right back into town. Mouse gets some cabin fever.
Everyone feels kind of like bleh in mid-January.
And I get a brand new toy.
Okay.
All this coming up next.
Kind of depressing. It's January, mid-January. And everyone feels kind of like bleh in mid-January. And especially on days like today, because we're right in the middle of yet another atmospheric river, which means even more rain in the area than we already get all the time anyway. Bit wet out.
Yeah, it's monsooning right now. It's a bit like, when you have like the different phases of the moon. Right now it's gone from waxing to waning, and now it's gone to monsooning.
We should talk about
Education. We should really get you an education.
Is any of this scaring you?
No, the big one over there scares me. That's the one that can actually wipe us out. Remember the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs?
It's not.
It's nothing like that.
So, I'm in my office right now, and it's really rainy and dreary. So, I just wanted to share a little trick that I have for making myself feel better on days like today, because we can't go up to the property, can't do anything. Everything's shut down anyway because it's January and covered in snow on top of the rain. And yeah, we can't really do anything other than lots of planning. We're doing lots of planning and thinking about all the things that we want to do this year at the property. But it's kind of really hard because we really want to get things done and we really want to share those things, but we can't because the weather's awful. We can't drive up there because of the roads right now. We can't get up there still. And the one road we could technically go there via, albeit taking 6 hours, has just been closed because of avalanche. It's just been closed because of avalanche threats because of this more atmospheric rain systems coming in. So I thought I'll share a little trick on days like today when I get really kind of bleh and I want to go up and start working on the property. I just come and look at these. I found a webcam. Now it's not the lake that we're going to, it's a neighbouring lake. But it still makes me feel better that I'm there, even though I'm not there, by checking out a webcam of the lakes and what it will be like when we are there, which is nice. Just makes me feel a little bit better in my miserable day. So I don't know who made I don't know who uploaded this webcam or why they loaded this webcam, but I'm really grateful that they did because it makes me feel like we're there occasionally and it reminds us what we're working towards. Come on. Would you say this is adequate training for the caribou?
No, nowhere near. You need at least 3 times as much as that.
And down about 20 degrees. Cobweb's gone. Time for a cup of tea. Okay. You're excited.
I am super excited. Because today I get to open a new toy. Bubble wrap.
Yeah, it's National Bubble Wrap Day
Really?
sometime this month. Yeah, there's
often
actually a
it is.
National Bubble Wrap Day in
That's
January.
cool stuff. Oh,
Doesn't pop.
no pops. So after years of saving up credit card points, new drone time. So we went with the DJ Mini 2
Why?
because it is 249 grams. It's an ultralight drone, and at 249 grams, I don't have to go and get a drone license, so I can cheat. Let's see what we got in the box. It's a box. Look at this.
It's DJI, which is a pretty, solid
Pretty
brand.
awesome
right?
brand. Yeah.
So you kind of expect. Where's the instructions?
Don't know.
Should always have instructions. Silica packets. You should collect those. Cool tip for photographing people. When you go in the cold and you bring your photography equipment back into the warmth again, you want to gradually warm up your cameras and stuff so you don't end up with moisture as it warms up on the inside of your devices and ruining them. So this is where having these in your camera bags are really important.
Ta-da! So, look at this. So it has a little propeller holder to keep itself together. What else do we get? Controller. That's useful.
Helps.
And instructions. And accessories. Charging unit, plug, Entry USB cable.
USB-C,
Oh yeah.
right?
USB-C.
Everything apart from a particular brand in phoneware takes USB-C.
I can use it for everything except the iPhone. Okay. What else? Whoa, spare parts.
Well, you're going to need those.
Look at that. So we've got spare propellers. A little screwdriver. Spare
Everything comes with a QR
QR
code.
code.
So I wonder if that's
Scan it.
takes you to a website that shows you how to use it.
No, I think these are just for internal packaging.
Oh, that was disappointing.
At least we know the product number now. That's it.
That's it. There's no instructions.
Yeah,
that what that is?
they're in there. Yeah. But I'm curious what this one is. Oh, look at
Batteries.
that. Spare battery, 2 spare batteries with a slot for charging the one that's on the drone right now. Nice. And a controller.
Love DJI. The little tripod, incidentally, right now that's holding my phone.
That's a DJI.
It's a DJI. I love these things. Uses the same technology. Well, it's a gimbal, isn't
This
it?
video not brought to you by DJI.
We are not
Starring
sponsored by DJI
DJI.
in any way whatsoever, but if they would like to send us anything,
Look at that, that's cool.
we just
Now
like
this one, the
to like
phone sits into the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at that build quality. Look at that.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, okay.
gimbal.
And those the control thing has gone there. Like, yeah. I'm just gonna do the Star Wars thing. Pew 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 pew. All right.
you just want to go flying now, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
It's a shame it's
That's it.
night time.
Oh, they've got some. Oh, look at that. The little controller thumbsticks are in the bottom. That's really cool. They store them right in the bottom there. Let's screw that in.
It's like Lego.
It's like IKEA. You got to put it together yourself. Oh, it's got a sport mode. Check that out. All right.
Sport mode. You can erase it.
Yeah. So it's a screwdriver. We don't need those yet.
This is exciting.
Put those away. Yeah. So why do we have? Oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, you can charge your phone from this as well. That's cool. Two-way charger.
So now I feel there's an evening of exploration and putting things together ahead of us.
Yeah, nothing is safe for the next few hours.
What?
Nothing? Nothing. What's this say? Please remove the gimbal protector before taking off. Okay. Take that sticker off. Oh, look at that. Well, there's one side of the panel. Oh, that's the other side. Okay, so yeah, I should probably read the instructions. I'll be right back.
Just had a thought. If you're going to be doing all this night, you probably need something, don't you?
Yeah.
A cup of tea.
I got one. I'm ready prepped. Yeah, I knew I was going to be a while, so I thought I'd get a cup of tea.
Dude, you didn't even make me one?
No.
Fine, make me one.
need to wait for the batteries to charge.
That's how usually stuff works. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know, but I was hoping it'd come with the batteries charged.
You're my science guy.
You're a science guy.
No.
Beep, beep, beep. Okay, no flying tonight.
Feels rude somehow that that's up.
Kind of showing you its butt.
It's not fair. Right. Yeah, so why do we need a drone? We don't need a drone.
We do. We need a drone. We need a drone. I broke my last one.
How did you break the last one? The one that I bought you for Christmas.
Actually, I didn't break that one. The battery exploded.
Oh yeah, okay. How did you break the other one I bought you for Christmas?
I flew it into the ceiling.
On like day 2.
Yeah.
Don't
Right,
fly
fair
them
enough.
indoors. But yeah, why did we need a drone? Although we didn't need a drone. And it's not because we've seen loads of people on YouTube have this really cool like aerial photography with a drone, even though it kind of is a little bit, but it's not. But it's not.
It is.
But it is kind of.
It's kind of cool.
Well, no. Well, the thing is, we talked about it the last time we went up. Well, in the summer when we went up to see the property, and we couldn't quite get down to see the lake properly, like how the property slopes down to the lake. So I can't remember, one of us said if we had a drone, we could send a drone down to scope the slope and see how the property hits the water, because we didn't know, did we, whether property came down to the water and just dropped off, so it was like a cliff kind of thing, or if we had any kind of little beach or anything like that. We had no idea. And part of the planning of what we want to do involves lake access. So, you know, trying to get our head around that when we couldn't even see down
We
there.
should buy a boat.
Well, we talked about taking the kayaks out, but we never managed to get the kayaks up there because we thought about taking the kayaks around and scoping it out from the water, and we never got around to it, and one thing and another. So we did say, let's get a drone and send a drone down there and we can see them properly.
Yeah.
But then obviously on the last trip up there, when the mosquitoes had finally cleared, we could actually get down there, albeit.
Yeah, it was quite a steep way down, a steep journey down.
But we still could get there.
But yeah, we still went down there. It gives a good idea of what we have at the bottom. But even so, just having a drone to be able to get extra, not footage, but extra views of the property in the area, and
Of that slope properly
slope.
from the other side.
and the sheer fun of having a drone.
It's just another toy for you, isn't it?
It's awesome. Yeah.
And the fact that we didn't actually have to pay for this one. We should point out
Yeah.
that we saved a lot of miles, and it's
We had a
really
lot of
cool.
we had a lot of credit card miles that we were hoping to use for flights to visit family, or that's not going to happen.
Like COVID.
Or just to be able to go on trips, which is not going to happen. So we decided to use those miles that we'd saved up on a little drone. So we're still flying, just a lot smaller. Oh yeah, right?
Oh dear grief. Yeah, I guess.
We need to name it.
Yeah, I guess.
We need to name the drone. What does it look
Open
like?
to suggestions.
It looks a little bit like that little probe they had in the Abyss. What is that, Big Geek and Little Geek? This could be Little Geek.
So what's Big Geek? You?
No, we get a bigger drone for Big Geek.
But that means you have to take that license.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. The reason we wanted to get this particular model
249 grams. Look at that.
is because we don't need a drone license to actually. It's under the weight of drone license. I don't know. You.
Yeah. So if you're over 250 grams or over, you need to take a license for your drone, and then there's a larger commercial license after that, and depending on where you want to fly them. So I did start looking at it, and it's really quite in depth right now. There's a lot of detail about it online. But to get started, I decided a smaller drone that's not as expensive
When you
might
crash
be might be a good way to go. And the DJI Mini 2 comes very highly recommended, and it's classed as an ultralight drone, so it just goes under the don't be a dick rule, right? As in, you just fly it and you take care and you don't crash into stuff and don't fly over people and into people's houses.
Yeah. Actually, the really cool thing that this came with is the software that you put onto your phone to fly it actually tells you the zones you can't fly into.
It actually won't let supposedly it won't let you fly into restricted airspace, like around an airport. And we have an airport about 5 kilometers away from us, so technically we're in the extended area, so we get warnings every time you're turning on. But if we go about 10 meters that way, I think we're good.
Yeah, that I'm really impressed with. So it actually tells you what areas you can and can't fly in, which is really impressive.
Pretty cool.
And we are not sponsored by DJI.
No.
Do you know what we need to do right now?
We can do a cup of tea.
It's empty. Time to put the kettle on.
Yeah, cup of
Put
tea.
the kettle on, love.
Cup of tea time.
Put the kettle on, love. So, now that he's had a little test flight in the backyard, just, to see how that drone flew, and how would you say your first test flight went?
My second one went really well. I was really happy with the way the drone handled, the way it landed and took off, the way we managed to take some video.
Especially after the first time you...
You know what, don't talk about the first one, you don't always talk about. The first one, you just shelve it, that's why it's called the first one, you don't talk about it.
It took off and he flew it straight into our apple tree.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it. Okay, so we're
It
now...
did not land gracefully.
Okay, moving on.
I've now got 2 takeoffs and 1 landing to my name.
Okay, so now
That's
we're
not
going
a good track record for a pilot.
So now we're taking it out in the field.
Yeah.
Literally.
Here we go. Okay, one of the reasons we love BC is because we have this amazing playground. We took some time out of the day here to stop by Chilliwack Lake, and this place is phenomenal. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up and press that subscribe button. It really does help us out. If you didn't, well, you can talk to our customer service specialist. See you next time.